Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's Michelle. How's everybody out there? It is May 2nd, and I thought I would give you a show of my April junk journal. Um, this month, I followed along with a lot of different artists. Definitely 49 Dragonfly, as well as the Firefly Studios. Both of them are doing series where daily they're posting either making junk journals or making projects. Firefly Studios doing the 100-day challenge. So it's been fun watching her work on her design team projects and other projects. And then Barbara, who is um, 49 Dragonflies, is works in her journal daily. And so I think she's up to number 90 that I've watched. Anyhow, this is Yarrow. So last year I made a set of 10 traveler's notebooks in various shades of the rainbow. And this was my yellow one, and I named her Yarrow because of just the earthiness of Yarrow. And so let's take a look. So when you open her up, I put the date here and did a little bit of journaling, and this book belongs to Believe in Yourself. I've added some things and I've taken some things out since I did the original share when I made this notebook. So we start off and we got the month of April here, and I just love this. It reminds me of Tracy Fox. So this is a fox. I know I got that out of, I cut this out of Victoria Trading. Has this, I think it's either a wall hanging or a watch or something, but I just love that. So just some things I've added. I created a tag here using a paper pad that I got from Tuesday morning, and added that there. There was something else there. So just journaling. Here was a page that I created using the graphics out of Dad's drafting book. And I got pictures from Adia. She went to Panama. I guess they have a deal where to keep, so that you don't have to go to get a visa, you have to go to a U.S. Territory. And as long as you leave and come back, you don't have to get a visa. So they went to Panama. Go figure. So did some sharing here. Made this pocket. This was some soap I found at the Asian market, and I loved it, and it's got a bee, so I'll probably end up buying more soap so I can get the wrappers because it had a bee theme there. And more journaling. Let me see if I can get into some things that are creative. Went to St. Louis, had a conference for sorority, so I got some pictures there and some journaling there talking about St. Louis. That was the beginning of the month. And then my sister actually went to go see Adia in Costa Rica. And this is my mission inspiration for April. Did that. These are my brother's kids and their siblings. And Haley is the third youngest, second youngest. Anyway, yeah, she had prom. And this was from the Flow book, and I loved it. They were making paper boats, but I liked it because in 2013 I discovered Don and Leon, the Brunetti Mysteries, and I was addicted. They were on the PBS channel, and I like Guido Bernuti because he's a detective. In most shows, the detectives are drunks, or they're alcoholics, or they're womanizers. And this is just a very articulate, intelligent man with a family, and everything is taken in Venice. And so when I saw this paper, and you'll see when I open it up, see how the guy, he has like he was a are they not gondolas? Whatever. He looks like one of those drivers. So I've actually caught up, and every year when her books come out, I get the book. So I've got a little the book's name and the description. But yeah, I was a fanatic, and I got so I'm all caught up to date. Just really like that mystery series. Got a Easter card from an aunt. Put that there and just flip so I could see the card. Some more journaling. This was something I made along with 49 Dragonflies, Miss Barbara. It was a Patricia Viramonte's decoration that you can make from a book page. And so I followed along with her and I made one and added it in. I just love this page in the book. This is just some design paper. But see this little card I had with the little gloves and the purse. So, that's that. Daphne's Diary. Went on ahead and bought a copy. I'm not sure which one it is. I don't think it's the latest one. But anyway, there was a lady who did some this paper mache lady, and I just loved her. The flowers were fussy cut from out the magazine. And then this is one of those Tim Holtz small chats or whatever they call them. And I just cut it up and put it there for Easter. The promise of all things made new. So I really liked that. And so I've got her sitting on one of the flowers. And then the next page, I did some button cards. I showed that. I was playing around and did some button cards, and I just liked her because she was in the yellow tones, and I just put some stash lace behind her. This little girl was somewhere else, so I kind of re-put her. And then this is a tag that I got from, I'm pretty sure I purchased these from Denise, who is a Tattered Dream. I'm not going to try. You know, those never go back in. This was a poem from Daphne's Diary. Nothing much here. Did some journaling. This was a paper clip that I had made. It's a coffee filter, so that's a tattered floral dye, and I use coffee filters and I gessoed them a little bit and just put them on a paper clip, so I just put that in there. That was part of the original when I made the Traveler's Notebook. And again, here's right out of Daphne's Diary, cut out the daffodil. I have a saying, and I've heard it, I'm sure it's not mine, but I mean, I know it's not mine, but I heard that it has to snow at least one time on the daffodils. To date, it's snowed twice, so I don't know, Mother Nature may be trying to trick us. This was a collage that I made. I forget, probably following 49 Dragonflies. So just made a collage of just some pieces that were on my desk. This is one of Daisy's. I love these. Daisy has a set. This is Daisy is Tsunami Rose, and she has a set of flowers. And what I did was I printed them on some vintage graph paper or ledger paper, and I really like that. It just makes them look a little different. Here's another one that I did the same thing too. Right here, see, those were gardenias, but they just neat. Here's a little, yeah, I used to embroider. I was a Girl Scout, so I have some sewing kind of skills. So this was a little embroidered piece that just wasn't working with something else, so I put it there. On this one here, I have one of these Nick the Booksmith had these little mini envelopes. So I took one of the mini envelopes and made some little tiny tags and put them in there. Made a collage with the butterfly. And this is from Sagita. I had ordered some things from her, so that's one of her envelopes. Flips open, and there's some, ooh, I got lots of hidden journaling in this one. So, it's journaling. And then these were just some, I'm sure these are Ephemera's Vintage Garden. Just some notes. I didn't need them, but which means I probably need to take them out and put them, because I'll probably need them this month. Yeah, and then finally, and I haven't put anything in here, this was from St. Jude's, and because of the yellows, I included it in. So it's just the envelope that the St. Jude's information came in to make a donation, and I liked it. So I'll kind of do a wrap-up of the month. And that's it, guys. So that was April. I had definitely more embellishments in here than I had writing, but there's some pictures that I still need to put in, so I left some of the pages blank. Yeah, so that's Yarrow, and that is April done, and it'll go back in its case. I've already started May. May, I'm going to use Fiery, which is the red tin that I made for Creations by Jinx. So that's Jennifer Getz's shop, and I was doing my design team project for Jennifer, and I made this TN that's got reds. And since May is my birthday month, I just decided I wanted to do, and it's Mother's Day, and I just think of roses. So this is the journal I'll be working in this month. So it's somewhat embellished, but there's enough spots where I can add some things during the month. This was a Amity Bloom envelope I did with her tissue paper and texture and all of that. So I did that, one of her heritage envelopes. So yeah, so we will see how the month goes. I will show you the first thing that I'm going to do. I made when I was watching, oh my goodness, now I can't even remember her name. Oh, Firefly Studios. She did a share where you take baby oil, and I had some rose scented baby oil, and this was a piece of ephemera from Nick the Booksmith, one of her digi-kits. See, but I used the rose baby oil on it, and it comes out like vellum. And so I already know, because of I had decorated it, I'm going to see, it smells fabulous. I'm going to adhere it at the back of the book, like right here, because this is the only page that's big enough for it to fit. And then I'll just leave that pretty back on the back and maybe make a tuck spot. Yeah, so that's my first, that'll be May 1st. Alrighty, well, I hope everyone has a great Thursday. I'm kind of glad yesterday was, woo, boy, it was a challenge. So, yeah, ready to jump in the shower and get started with today. Everyone have a good time. Have a good day. Happy crafting. This is Michelle. Bye. Whoops.